What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Core Values. This is episode 7. I'm Christopher Erb.
And I'm Chris Ernesto.
Let's roll the intro.
So the question is, what are your core values?
All right, guys, welcome back. This week is jam-packed, so prepare for a longer episode. There's so much stuff that came out that it feels like it's been a year since we did the podcast, but we already did that once. We won't do it again. But yeah, dude, what do you want to get into first? There's so much.
Dude, okay, so yeah, it's the beginning. We're in February 2024 right now, and it's looking like this year is going to be epic for metalcore.
Great year.
So many albums planned that just got announced this week, and a ton of new singles from bands that we thought weren't coming back.
Yeah.
To start, man, we have Too Close to Touch. Too Close to Touch just dropped a new single, and on top of that, they stunned everybody by announcing it's 8 songs, but a full-length album from Too Close to Touch. Now, there are a couple of these songs that have been on YouTube for a while. I mean, the Sweaty fans know these songs as well, but they are dropping a full-length album. Some of the features on this album are crazy. I mean, we got Telly on there as well. We have a Cane Hill feature.
I'm excited to hear how that comes out.
I don't even know what to expect from a band like Cane Hill.
Yeah.
Featuring with a band like Too Close to Touch. And then we have the big one.
Yeah.
Bad Omens.
Yeah, that one's going to blow up, dude.
Absolutely, man. Now, whenever this got announced, man, there was a ton of people that loved it. And then there was also people that were just like, is this like a cash grab for them? You know what I mean?
Like, I liked the song.
Yeah, for sure. But it also like sparked drama because there was a lot of people that were just like, no, they shouldn't come back, you know. They felt like the members were just coming back for a cash grab, or so to say.
I feel like I would agree if it was a new vocalist, but them just like finishing what Keaton had started, I respect that. I'm glad they're doing it because.
And then like the album is called For Keeps, and Keeps was Keaton's nickname.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know that.
So it's of course like for keeps, like for the fans to keep or whatever. Sweet. But it's titled for Keaton.
If you're one of those haters, knock it off. Too Close to Touch is precious and must be protected.
Yeah, and then I saw an interview where they had the two members, and they were talking about it, how they called like Keaton's closest friends, how they talked with his mom.
Yeah. Before
getting all these releases together, just to make sure like it was okay with them, and they had complete approval for it. So if there's anybody out there that's just like, no, I don't think that's the best. They should let this man rest in peace, or like whatever it may be. Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm sure Keaton eventually wanted these songs to be heard. I don't think he intended to die.
Yeah.
So,
and even at that, like you have to think of it's not. The money isn't necessarily going towards the remaining two members in general. People don't realize whenever these bands sign labels like this, because they're still on their label.
Oh, it's still with Epitaph?
Yes, it's still on Epitaph. So with that, whenever bands sign, they get huge lump sums of money that they have to pay back. You know what I mean? So of course, like, it's super unfortunate what happened to Keaton, and also like you got to think about these bandmates too. These guys are stuck with that.
And they were just as much a part of Too Close to Touch as Keaton was. Yeah, he was a big part of it because he has a very iconic voice, but they put just as much into writing the instrumentals and being a part of those songs, and also it's not like, I'm sure Keaton was one of their best friends, one of their closest. Yeah. I mean, why is it wrong for them to go and fulfill that? And why, even if they do make a shit ton of money, which I hope they do, why is that wrong? They invested in making this happen. Yeah. They were part of going and getting the songs recorded, producing, continuing to do so after Keaton's passed. Exactly. I just don't even understand the perspective that you could be upset about this. A, we're getting new music. B, they're finishing a legacy and putting out the rest of the content that they made with, one of their closest friends.
Exactly.
If you're upset about that, that's stupid.
So, and then on to another band that we thought was gone. Well, sort of came back and then sort of just dipped out for like a year. Dealer is back with a monstrous single.
I could just scream, I love this band so much. Dude, I don't care that I know Aiden's controversial. I don't care. He is my metalcore bad boy, and I love every fucking thing that he does musically. Yeah. But that song rips. I don't know who the new lineup is. I haven't looked into it yet, but they did a good job. The song sounds great. Aiden's just he can spit, dude. That guy is so good. I'll tell you all right now, that'll probably be my album of the year. Drops in my birthday month. I'm more stoked than I could be about anything.
Yeah. So, and then with that, they announced an entire album, a full length album. Yeah, which is crazy because when Dealer was first up and coming, they were going with the EP route.
Yep.
And then, of course, all this stuff happened. Josh Yang left the band, which was their primary songwriter. And we didn't think anything was going to happen with Dealer. They came back with Show Me the Body. Everyone was super stoked, and then just nothing from these guys for a year. But yeah, they came back with their new single, Red Teeth, which is freaking phenomenal. However, they did lose another guitarist, so maybe something happened between all that, just more drama. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. But also at the same time, I feel like, if they've got a full length if they've announced a full length, it's done.
Yeah.
And that means that's probably all they were doing last year was doing this full length.
Yeah.
I would be curious to know what happened with the guitarist. Is it the same drummer?
I don't know. So the guitarist, the dreadlocks, and the dude who came on the tour with them whenever they toured the U.S. last year, he's no longer with them, and he's been with them since
the beginning.
The
reason I asked about the drummer is because I really, really love the drum work in this song. It's really good, it's really fresh. That part where it goes into the hi-hat breakdown and he does the hi-hat to bell accent. It gets my goat. I could talk about this song for the whole podcast, guys. So when the album drops, expect probably an entire episode dedicated to Dealer.
Yes.
Maybe we'll drop it separately on like a Patreon or something because I'm gonna go off.
So yeah, if you're a Dealer fan and you haven't heard that the single, check out Red Teeth.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely destroy Show Me the Body, dude.
Yes, dude, so good. It sound like Show Me the Body was a little different for Dealer
and a little underwhelming for the time that they were gone.
Yes, exactly. But their new single got Dealers just spit all over it. It's oh man, it's so good.
It's angry, it's gross, it's awesome. It's kind of fuck you. I just love the song. I'm obsessed with that band, so they can do no wrong in my eyes.
Yeah. And then another band that was questionable about if we'd see their comeback or not was Ocean's 8 Alaska. They just came back with a new vocalist.
A lot of drama and a new song.
A lot of drama and a new song. So the song itself is awesome, but I will say, man, it does not sound like Ocean's 8 Alaska to me.
The drums are so boring because Chris Turner's gone.
Yeah.
Obviously that's probably a huge blow. You can never replace Chris Turner. He's one of the best.
Yeah.
But also I have to say, like, since Hikari, Ocean's 8 Alaska's formula is the same. It's done, some strings, and then dun 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 dun, and then some double kicks. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The new vocalist, he used to be in Silent Screams, and I like that band. I would rather him be in Silent Screams. I did not like the new single at all. It was super boring to me.
Yeah, I like the chorus, man. His chorus.
The chorus was.
His chorus was huge.
I'll backtrack a little. The chorus was really good, but outside of that, the vocals didn't fit the instrumentals to me, and despite him being a great vocalist, just didn't. It was boring.
Yeah. And then so with that, we were wondering, okay, so are they going to ever do an announcement or like tell us what happened with James? And nothing. So on the day of release, he came out with
he said, I got receipts.
Yeah, he came out with like a novel of a statement talking about the history with them in the band and why he quit. And essentially it was because he was kind of left out of a lot of it. And then one thing that I had really wanted to highlight was that there was a point where there was like a lot of hardship in the band. Everybody like fell to drugs and alcohol, and he made it a point to say it was messed up that he didn't choose to go down the drugs and alcohol route, but instead he reclused a little bit, and that nobody came and asked him, hey, are you okay with it, or are you okay?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, in the same sense, if I'm a bandmate and I'm going through mental health issues as well, and I choose to go the bad route with drugs and alcohol, I'm not going to sit here and worry about my other bandmates. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
So it's, but, and then with that, there was a lot of other stuff.
He said he got left like a gas station on tour. He doesn't believe it was an accident or something.
That there was a lot of, like sexism stuff that he didn't, like that the way that his bandmates would talk to like waiters or like talk about fans and stuff like that as well. he just kind of really rubbed him the wrong way. So
I mean, you can see in his lyricism that's something that's important to him, especially that last album.
Exactly, yeah. So you can tell that it's been a just a mount load of stuff that he dropped on. I invite you to go check out James's statement. It's still up right now.
It's long.
And it's long, so pull up a seat. But yeah, it's definitely, you can tell where he's justified in it too. So there's just a lot of stuff that had amounted to that. And I guess he had really been out of the band like way prior. It wasn't anything that was just like spoken about, I guess. Like the band was already writing without him and doing like a lot of stuff behind the scenes that he didn't even know about.
Yeah, I bet it was hard too. I mean, like, he came back after leaving the first time.
Yeah.
And then comes back, and I bet to come to the decision to leave again, despite all that stuff, was tough.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that is...
He's in another band I just saw.
Yeah, so...
Never heard it, though.
Live a Lie?
Yeah, I haven't heard them.
Are they any good? I think they just dropped a single, too. Yeah, they're actually really good.
I'll have to check them out after the pod. So check out his other band, if you're a fan of James, Live a Lie.
Yep.
It's a Live a Lie cult on Instagram.
Yep. Yeah, they're honestly really good.
Sick. I'm excited to check them out.
It's not like Ocean's 8 Alaska core, but it's it's very, very good.
Man, James is short.
And then, so moving on from that, gosh, there was so many releases this week, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rapid fire this episode.
It was like impossible to keep up with all the releases. We have Era.
Yeah, it was an Era song.
Yeah, coming back. I sent Chris a picture of do y'all remember the guy who's like in like Sperry's and like frat khakis and like a polo, and he's like this, and he's like had to do it to him, and it just like went viral. For some reason, that is what Era's music reminds me of. Like it's it's awesome metalcore. It's really good metalcore, but like every time I listen to it, I'm just like, yeah, this is what metalcore should sound like.
Yeah,
like the screams, of course, when they got the new vocalist as well.
JT,
really honed in on just doing metalcore really well, but really safe.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's a great way to put it.
You know what I mean? Like the riffs are awesome, but they are just like really like there's no like whammies, like there's no like new like modernized sound to
and that's the thing
stuff, you know?
It feels so safe that a lot of times that the stuff I do like from them, it's like I like this small section. It's really cool. I don't ever find myself like this whole song I'm gonna listen to all of it. I'd like get to my section and then I'm done.
Well, then even at that, I go and I listen. Like I've tried to get through Era's discography, and I'm just like, I've heard one song, I've heard every song by Era.
Yeah, for me, I liked them a lot when they were Garrett. They were a little heavier. He had a pretty interesting voice. I like him with JT, but honestly, if I had my way, JT would just they would return to Texas in July full time. That would make me happier than him with Era.
I wonder what they're got going on right now too.
I mean, they've got 2 new singles. Yeah,
they've got to have something in the pipeline as well.
And speaking of Era, Jesse's side project Ghost Atlas just dropped a full length this week. I like that album far more than I like anything from Era. That thing has banger choruses, awesome stuff. Jesse's a great. I don't remember. I just had it open too.
Yeah, Ghost Atlas. Right?
Yeah, Ghost Atlas is the project name, and it's really good. He writes some interesting stuff. It's not all my cup of tea, but I mean, he's just such a talented guy. It's called
talented,
Dust of the Human Shape, and I really liked his album All Is in Sync. There's Nothing Left to Sing. I haven't heard any of his other stuff, but man, he's such a talented guy. This new album rips. I like it a lot more than I like Era, so. If you're into Jesse,
sweet.
Go give him a listen.
I mean, dude, like I'm not like trying to shit on him. Like,
not at all.
They are extremely talented musicians.
Insane, some of the best. It's just
not
for
some
me.
reason. Yep, it just doesn't do it for me, man. And speaking of stuff for me, if not for me, just dropped a new single with their new vocalist.
No, you're thinking Until I Wake.
Yeah, Until I Wake.
Yeah. So if not for me, drop a new single
with their new label.
Kind of.
There we go. Kinda.
They're on In Vogue, which is a subsidiary of Thriller, but now they moved. They're Big Boy now, so they moved up to Thriller. So they dropped a single to like make that official, and then announce a full length, which will be out in March.
Nice. And yeah, the song is awesome. I mean, it's very. If not for me, I mean, it's big chorus. Kind of wish it had a little bit heavier of a breakdown that everything led up to, but we just listened to it prior to this episode, and it wasn't bad, man.
It was really good.
Yeah, I thought it was
great
really,
production
really good.
too.
And one thing though that I was gonna say, so if not for me, it's more of like that's like a concert style, like B-roll
Yeah.
video. I want to talk about videos this week, and let's circle back around to Era. Have you seen the Era music video?
Mm-mm.
Awesome, man. So Ori McGinnis was the main director on that as well, so you know it bangs. But one thing I really like about Ori McGinnis videos, for y'all who don't know what Ori McGinnis does, he's done like Spirit Box's stuff. He did like the Cellar Door music video. He's done Wage War. Pretty much any big band in the scene, he's touched a music video on.
Kingdom of Giants.
Yes, yeah, everything. He's awesome, man, and he's really big in like Cinema 4D and like Unreal Engine and creating environments. But for this one, man, he incorporated a lot of like cinematography.
Yeah.
And dude, it's just awesome. He does like that pixel stretching effect and stuff too. So like
I love that.
video of the week, in my opinion, is the new Era video. Go check that out, and yeah, you'll be blown away by it.
Silent Planet was talking about their music video for Super Bloom on Twitter like it was amazing, and it dropped 2 days ago.
It's decent.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. They were acting like it was a cinematic masterpiece, so I'm just kind of skimming through it here.
Yeah,
but yeah, I agree.
good, yeah.
Ori McGinnis rips.
Mm-hmm. And then yeah, so moving on from there, we have another band. It's like all these bands just got together and they're like, hey, y'all want to announce that like we're back, or that like we're not done on a hiatus or whatever. Gravemind.
Yeah.
Came back, man.
Out of nowhere too. I don't remember seeing an announcement. I
Yeah.
might have missed it, but
So back in like 18 to like 2020, Gravemind was making a big rise in the scene, and then they just kind of disappeared. They came back a year ago with a single called Death Touch that was just
with a new vocalist, yeah.
with a new vocalist, which was phenomenal, and then just dealered us. Just
Gone.
Ghosted. Well, they came back with a new single as well, and yeah, it's really good.
It's called Terminal, right?
Yeah. It's really good. Other than that, though, I mean, I'm super excited for them to come back. I feel like I'm kind of desensitized by metalcore this week, dude.
Dude, I know there's so much, and I don't want to listen. I mostly just want to listen to Dealer.
Yeah. So, and then other than that, some more releases that came out are by some younger bands that are absolutely phenomenal. Well, we'll talk about Wind Waker because I have heard a previous Wind Waker single, but the new Wind Waker sequel is awesome, man.
I wouldn't call them a smaller band though. They're on Fearless Records.
Yeah, but they're not like huge. I mean,
Yeah, they're not huge for sure. You're right.
So,
and of course, they're Australian.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard somebody talking about the other day how Australia basically has no exports, and I'm like, yeah, they do. It's metalcore.
Exactly, dude. Like, I wonder if like it's one of the things to where like that's like their main genre, or if they're just like really big in the underground there, and we're the people who consume more metalcore. You know what I mean? So
I feel like they just have a huge scene there, dude. Because
I just couldn't imagine like listening to metalcore like on the radio. Like, does that happen? And
I don't know if it does or not, but just the scene there loves metalcore because
yeah.
Our band and all of our friends' bands, when we look at our Spotify numbers,
It's always Australia.
Australians support the fuck out of all of it.
It's
even
either
the smaller
it's either
bands.
there or Germany.
Yeah, they're sweaty and they'll find us.
Yep. But yeah, so Wind Waker, and Wind Waker is cool because they have like a lot of like digital elements without like being like the Browning. You know what I mean? Like too over the top. There's a lot of like poppy choruses and everything too, but their riffs are insane.
Yeah, they're cool. They're fun. They do the wah wah wee wahs and the bow bow. They're really good. The new single's called
fresh.
Fractured State of Mind. It's honestly my favorite release of theirs so far. Really good.
The artwork reminds me of Honestly Nevermind by Drake. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I didn't even think about it until you said
it's
it.
like if Honestly Nevermind was purple and
Hell yeah.
and then so another small band, and this is probably so like Half Me is one of my favorite up and coming bands. There's a lot of really good up and coming bands right now that are smaller. This band we just found, when was it, like last week? Talked about them a little bit on the podcast. And they are called Avrilize, not
Avrilize. Okay, dude, they are so good.
Holy cow. Fucking amazing. So they have a single called Lotus that's really good. We dove back into their discography. They dropped one about 6 months ago. It's called Stab by Stab. If you're going to check out these guys, definitely go and look up Stab by Stab by Avrilize first.
They're really, really good.
So fucking fresh. That's probably one of my like under the microscope, that's probably
most anticipated.
Exactly. Yeah. And then there's another band that we came across called Mirror Cell.
Yeah, he sent them to me yesterday, I think.
Found them on a YouTube ad.
Where are they out of?
And I'm not even sure where they're out of, man. I don't think it even says. Maine.
They've got a lot of listeners in Germany, so I'm going to assume Germany.
Sweet. Well, yeah, Miracell. If you're onto, like I said, a big thing that we do here on the podcast is try to highlight bands before they blow up. This band has,
and they will blow up if they 7,700.
Yeah,
and they've got good visuals too. All their artwork's cool. Their little photos for the bio and all that look really good. So they're doing everything right. They've got good production. They are just bound to blow up as long as they keep the trajectory. So
go check out Miracell. That for fans of like another small band that people might not know of, but Graphic Nature is really what they remind me of as well. They have.
That means something's dropping on the 9th.
Yeah, they've got a song dropping on the 9th called Dissolve, apparently. So,
hopefully, and maybe even an EP or something.
Yeah. So go check out Miracell if you like bands such as Graphic Nature, such as if you like bands that go and use sounds like that.
Yep. Darknet, Dealer, Alpha Wolf, those kinds of bands.
Darknet as well. Yeah, this is
They remind me of an earlier, or like the earlier days of Darknet. Their first album. I always forget what it's called, but yeah, they remind me of that.
So yeah, with that, let's move on to stuff that is up and coming. We have. Like Moss to Flames, we talked about their new single that's up and coming. Well, they went ahead and just announced an entire album with that.
I think they saw all the album announcements that have been getting leaked this year, and they decided to get ahead of it and said, let's just announce it.
I don't think they've even announced it on their page, though, have they?
Oh, they haven't? Was that another leak?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the full album has been announced on their page, but there is info out there, and maybe they have, of a full album by Moss to Flames this year. And I can guarantee you this, for me, is probably going to be my album of the year.
It has massive potential. Like Moss to Flames, one of my favorite bands of all time. Their When We Don't Exist was the first physical metalcore CD I ever convinced my parents to finally let me get.
Nice.
And if they had heard it, they wouldn't have let me. But
probably like, what is this devil worship?
Yeah, exactly. But dude, just such a good band consistently through every era. I will never have anything but praise for that band.
Yeah.
But artwork looks super odd. It's a weird choice, especially coming from
I feel like
the previous stuff. It was really the No Eternity in Gold had a really awesome artwork. Chris Roeder is an artist himself. He sells prints. He does art streams on Twitch all the time. And he's an illustrator. It's really interesting to. It looks weird. It looks like a bad acid trip, dude. Yeah, it's weird.
I'm not a fan of it.
I am not either.
But maybe it's one of those things when you listen to the music and it kind of like ties in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hopefully, okay. So the album's called "I Found the Dark Side of." No,
that's their last little.
Yeah. There's no official announcement. Yeah. I think the leak got taken off the page too.
Nice. Look, I think
you have a screenshot.
Yeah, though. I will tell y'all what it's called, and I will give y'all a track list as well.
They do have. They have changed their branding. They got a new logo here on Twitter.
Nice.
They're a 4-piece right now.
Which they've always been a 4-piece, yeah.
Bro, they haven't used their Twitter since they kicked Aaron out.
It's like he's got the logins and they're just... Dude, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
bro. Can we talk about that for people who don't know? Because I feel like a lot of people really just didn't talk about that.
Yeah, it kind of got glazed over because there was a lot of other shit going on.
Yeah, okay, so go ahead and explain to them this, and I'll look up the...
Well, Aaron, I can't... What was it? What did he do in the band? Was he a guitarist or a bassist?
I believe bassist, yeah.
Yeah, I believe he was their bassist, and basically this guy was just like... He just wanted to get some, dude. He was hitting up every woman he could. He was like
Mormon or something,
married, and telling this girl he wanted to go like leave his wife and go be with her and like take her on the road and
multiple women.
Yeah. Like, dude was down bad,
dude.
And he obviously was kicked out of the band because of that. And I just thought it was interesting to see that like Moss to Flames has not, unless they cleared shit out. Though they had to clear shit out, dude. That was their last tweet, and then before that, there's no tweets besides the album announcement for No Eternity in Gold. So it looks like they cleared out a bunch off their Twitter.
Nice, good for them. They kind of needed to if that was the case. Gosh, I can't find the name of this like Moss to Flames album right now, but we will post it on our Facebook.
Oh wait, no, Twitter's just weird, and it's no longer chronological because like you scroll way down, and this is from yesterday.
Don't call it Twitter, bro.
X.com.
What's it called? But yeah, I am super stoked to see what happens with like Moss to Flames this year. I think it's definitely going to be, if not the best, one of the best albums of the year.
Oh yeah, for sure in top 10.
Yeah, but the single art is what you saw. The album art looks exactly like it. It's the same color palette. Still looks like painted or like AI-ish.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. I'll post it on our Facebook if y'all want to go check it out. And it's got the track list and everything with it as well. Other than that, new in the scene coming up this week as well. So that new like Moss of Flame song is dropping the 8th. Mm-hmm. I think it's like a double track maybe that they're dropping with it or something. But it's got 2 different names with a splitter in the middle, so it's probably either a super long song or just a double track. But we also have New Throne happening.
Oh yes, dude! I totally forgot they announced a new single, and I'm hoping with every fiber of my being when it drops, they announce the album.
Dude, they have to. Something, man. It's 3 songs in. You got to do it. You know what I mean?
To do it, and they're so stinking good. Yeah. So they could titillate us because they know we'll keep coming. Yeah. I'll come back for more. They can dealer us and go away for a year. I'll be right there the second they come back.
And if you were listening last week, we were talking about how they had posted a screenshot of like 10 or 11 songs from like a Dropbox folder last year, and then they deleted that post. Because a lot of people were like, oh, the album's coming or whatever, and maybe they didn't want to do an album anymore. Maybe they're going to split it up into EPs. But anywho, we might know this week when the song drops if they announce an album or if they announce an EP. We'll probably know a release date on it. We're hoping, or they can just blue ball everyone and just give us a fucking kick-ass single.
Keep singling it out. Yep.
And make us wait for it, just like Plotting You, man.
Yeah. I really think that they're going to do that, do like 4 parts.
Yeah.
Because it's part 1's 3 songs, part 2 they've already leaked. It's going to be 3 songs, so I feel like they got it.
Sucks because one of the 3 songs is sorry, we got a lot of noise in the studio right now. One of the songs has released already, and there's only going to be 2 more, and it doesn't drop till June 6th.
Yeah, so that means we'll probably get 1 in April and 1 in June.
Yeah, which sucks.
It does suck, or it might even be March and June, or who knows, but.
Yeah, so in the midst of all those releases, we've covered like fucking 30 releases. In the midst of all that, we've also had some kick-ass tours, man.
Oh, yeah.
Kick-ass tours been announced. Here in the States, we got Alpha Wolf with Amir, and it's crazy because, Alpha Wolf is headlining now. It's crazy.
And Amir's been around so long.
Yeah, it's crazy seeing Amir not being a headlining band, but their Texas big enough up there, so... You know, you respect it, but Alpha Wolf and Amir, holy shit!
That's gonna be a crazy. Who else is on that tour?
Man, I've got all these right here. So you got Alpha Wolf. So as far as like big tours announcements and headliners, co-headliners, we've got the Alpha Wolf Amir tour. Unity's gonna be in there, and Chamber as well. So
nice. I've heard of Chamber. I don't know if I've jammed it though.
It's very like Unity core as well.
Gotcha.
Super, super heavy tour. Then you have, speaking of heavy tours, Jesus, you got Spite and Body Snatcher. I don't know if it's a co-headliner or what they're going to call it, but they're both at the top. And then you have Throne.
Throne should have been the headliner.
Mm-hmm. Dude, man, that tour is going to be stupid.
They got Gnosis too, which is
never heard of him.
That's Ryu Kinishida's new from Crystal Lake. Yeah, that's his new project. Yeah,
dude, man, that tour
which is so crazy to me because when he quit Crystal Lake, he said he couldn't handle the live shows.
Yeah.
So what's the fucking real story here?
Now he's back in the USA
tour. And it's quick too. I mean, like a year and a half since they got the new vocalist? Most?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's still, I mean, that wound is fresh, man. And then I haven't even heard anything of Crystal Lake after that.
I've heard they've dropped 2 songs.
Have
they have the vocalist from, I believe it's Last 10 Seconds of Life. Meh. Their production went down the drain. It, to me, didn't do it for me.
Are they still on Sharptown?
As far as I know.
Nice. So you've got the Body Snatcher one, the Spite, Throne, stupid, stinky. You got Alpha Wolf Amir with Unity and Chamber. Then you've got Knock Loose and Loathe. Like, dude. So
which one?
You Knock That's a separate tour.
It's a separate tour. I was like, how is
you're like all together?
No. That honestly, of all the tours that have been announced this year, that would be the one I would go to if I could.
The Knock Loose and Loathe one.
Yeah, because I haven't seen either of those bands live yet.
Yeah,
and I fucking love both of them.
And hopefully, Loathe is going to be playing some new shit on this tour. Holy,
honestly,
fuck, man.
yeah.
It's been 4 fucking years, Chris.
Ridiculous.
4 years. And I mean, they've dropped a couple of songs since then, but even at that, it was more of like a dealer thing. They dropped it and just fucking ghosted and just kept touring and didn't talk about new songs or.
Crystal Lake isn't on Sharptown.
Wow.
Anymore.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then that's
interesting.
I fear the fucking future of Crystal Lake is not very bright.
Yeah, it's not, man.
Damn, man.
Maybe they'll turn it around. Maybe they're just in a rut, but
yeah. And then with that, and then another tour that's going on currently is the Velamaya with Left to Suffer as well.
Nice. I didn't know that they were touring together. That's really cool. Good for Left to Suffer.
So yeah, I think they were just in Texas this past week.
Nice.
So yeah, a lot of great tours going on right now. If the Sleep Token tour, as soon as they announced it, fucking sold out, literally
scalping. But here's one thing I heard that they did is that they were finding accounts. They're tracking down people who bought multiple to resell, and they auto refunded their tickets to them. So that people couldn't scalp it at like higher prices. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's honestly really cool. I saw in their post that they had said something about how they were trying to combat scalpers or whatever, so more tickets should be appearing. But
that's awesome.
That's what they were doing. That's fucking awesome.
Good guy. Sleep Token.
Dude. Yes, man. They need to implement that with Taylor Swift because I got to go see my girl. I don't know.
I got a Swiftie over here.
I don't think I could name one Taylor Swift song, honestly.
I got White Sisters, so I could name a few.
And then so we've talked about releases, we've talked about some tours. Now let's just talk about some core news and some funny stuff that has happened in the scene. Go ahead and kick it off with AJ, man.
So AJ Rebolo, for those who don't know, he was the guitarist of Issues. Awesome, super talented guy. He joined a band that has had a fair share of its own controversy. A band called Bad Wolves. Bad Wolves was a band started by a vocalist called Tommy Vexed. He went super right-wing, and they parted ways. And then nobody was really sure what was going to happen. The ex-guitarist of Acacia Strain joined on vocals, and they released a couple songs that I admittedly haven't heard because there was so much else going on that I never listened to him. But then I saw that AJ joined the band on guitar, and I said, wow, never saw that coming. So I decided to check it out. It's called Knife.
It fucks,
It
man.
rips, dude.
Yeah,
the bendy
really
riffs, you can, I mean, it's AJ all day. You can. It reminds me of self-titled Issues riffs on the heavier stuff. So honestly, super, super cool. It makes me excited to see where it goes because the heavier parts of the song are really cool. The chorus is just a basic dad rock chorus, but I think as AJ gets more involved in the band, I'm sure they'll be able to get a little more unique because that guy has a pretty cool and unique writing style. But yeah, dude, definitely go check out my Knife by Bad Wolves if you like bendy,
I slept on it for a while.
Riffs,
Not gonna lie, I slept on it for a while and it's really, really good. Speaking of like extreme right wing, Skillet, bro, is just got it. So the So What, if you're from here in Texas or honestly just in the scene in general, you'll know of So What Festival down in Dallas. The lineup just got announced, and Skillet of all bands is one of the headliners.
That makes no sense to me.
It's crazy, right? Like, So What is like a scene festival. It's more like Taking Back Sunday-ish core-ish. They have like metal core bands, of course, and a few hardcore bands, but to see Skillet as one of the headliners.
It's just weird.
So weird. Yeah. Well, it's like Skillet, and then there's like Reliant K is one of the big. I was just like, is this
somebody in the Christian industry just went and like bought out So What?
They turned Rock the Desert into.
They said this is the new cornerstone.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of the new So What band, and it's cool, not like docking on like Christian bands or whatever, but like a lot of the So What like starter lineup is Christian bands.
That's really, really interesting.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how Skillet's going to perform there, too, because it's just really weird. Like, Skillet got a lot of stuff last year because their vocalist came out with, like, extremely, like, right-wingist, like...
It was something really crazy, too, though. I might be wrong on this, and I'm going to Google it.
Like QAnon stuff, dude.
Yeah, I think it was some QAnon shit, and I think he might have even... I might be wrong on this, so I'm going to verify it, but I want to put my guess out there just because it'll be funny if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he did some, like, Holocaust denying, too.
No.
Yeah.
He's probably a flat earther, too, bro.
Oh, my gosh. Who... Oh, my gosh.
Shitting on Skillet, man. This is where I'm at in life right now. Do you remember? Because I feel like a majority of us, like, scene kids grew up, like, super, like, Christian, too. Yeah, here and, like, going
the Bible
to,
Belt,
like,
baby.
Skillet concerts and, like, Disciple and, like, 1,000 Foot Crutch.
Skillet went on tour, and they played at Trinity Christian Church here, which is a massive church here, and they don't go get a venue or go to the Civic Center. They go play at Trinity Church. I mean, I went to every concert they played here. I was in the youth ministry when I was a kid, and man,
shout out to Christian Core, bro.
Some of their old stuff does still fuck.
But yeah, so for the people who are still riding that wagon, man, get a ticket to So What, and you're going to have the time of your life. But yeah, and then so other than that, we have AJ joining Bad Wolves, which was the last band, like you were saying. Anybody would have thought he would have joined, Came out amazing. Then we have another, I don't know if he's joined this or if it was kind of like underground that he was in the band, but somebody had sent me a live concert of a band called Valley Girl. And I look at the thumbnail and I'm like, is that Jesse Rutherford from The Neighborhood?
He is like we both are, but this guy especially, massive The Neighborhood fan.
Yeah, I love The Neighborhood. I love like all of Jesse Rutherford stuff too. I know he caught shit for the Billie Eilish stuff as well. So I haven't just been like outspoken about being a fan, but yeah, I love The Neighborhood stuff. And then seeing him, and it's more of like Turnstile, like hardcore, like what it is.
Yeah, that's actually a perfect comparison. But not my thing at all.
Jesse Rutherford from The Neighborhood is out here throwing down breakdowns,
doing what the fuck he wants,
two stepping. And it's funny because like he has a high pitched voice, so it's like it sounds like Brian Garris, but it's just like his voice. Like how Brian Garris screams, that's how Jesse Rutherford's talks.
Yeah, but with like no, it's like Brian Garris, but with no rasp to it. It's just just this,
yeah. And then I'm just ready to hear fucking guttural come out of nowhere.
It's still better than Kaunashi.
Oh God, dude. Okay, so Kaunashi is blowing up on TikTok right now.
I hate that.
For I Hate the Sound of Car Keys. And I remember when I Hate the Sound of Car Keys came out, I showed it to everybody, and it was like my fucking Roman Empire for the longest time, man. Showed it to everybody, and I was like, please tell me your honest opinion about this band. Yeah. Drinking and smoking and I'm like, oh my God, bro. I had the opportunity to hear these guys live. I didn't see them live. While I was shooting a music video in this one venue, the venue adjacent to right, like wall to wall, splits a wall. These guys were sound checking. I got to hear them, and yeah, they sound like that.
Oh, dude. See, everyone's like, they want all the vocalists to sound the same, and that's not true at all. I'll admit it took me some time to warm up to Brian Garris, but I'm a huge Knock Loose fan by this point. I'm sorry, and this isn't saying that I hope that Kaunashi, does bad, isn't successful.
Because so many people love them.
Sorry, guys, that you love them. But to be honest, I have to be honest. To me, they suck.
I feel like people just like that band to be like, hey, look what I like.
I'm quirky. Yeah.
I'm convinced, bro.
I liked it before it was cool.
Did anybody? Oh my God! Look at what you've done to me. If you like that, go listen to Valley Girl with Jesse Rutherford.
Yeah, you'll be like, wow, you know what? This is. It really doesn't make any sense at all. I don't understand the hype. I can understand them being like a small underground that has this like kind of small cult following. But dude, the fact that they're like blowing up,
I'm like, dude, am I the only one that like thinks this band is not good?
They're not. And I mean, I think we probably have a completely different perspective with a different vocalist, but he's just not. I don't like it. It's awful. It sounds like Elmo joined a hardcore band.
Yeah. There's no like actual like screaming. I don't even know if he actually like can. I don't know. Like maybe he like whisper screams.
I don't know, dude.
Dude, I don't know. But anywho, before we lose like all of our fucking subscribers, all 27 of our
Kaunashi is so good.
Yeah. Before we do that, our new sponsor is going to be like, man, I love Kaunashi. Fuck these guys. So yeah, we do have a new sponsor here on the podcast. We were going to wait till next week to announce it, but since I brought it up, we are sponsored by Bleh Hats. If you don't know who Bleh Hats is, go check them out. It's literally blehhats.com. It's got some sick merch, sick hats, but it's not just like dad hats. Of course, there's like bucket hats. There are beanies, a lot of different accessories that are awesome. Everything on there is, I mean, it's pretty it's pretty dope. It's pretty
it's metalcore focus for sure.
Metalcore focus for sure. They have hoodies. Just an awesome brand, and it was cool because I was scrolling TikTok. And I was going through lives, and I saw another TikTok creator wearing it that we like not affiliated with and don't know. Yeah. So it's definitely an up and coming brand. So go check them out if you listen to this podcast. We will be featuring them in our intros from now on. And if you or yourself have a brand as well, holler at us, and we'd love to rep your shit. And then going on from there, one of the funniest things that has happened this week is the Dayseeker.
Dude, what in the fuck? Okay. Oh my God. The most glaringly obvious marketing ploy in the fucking world. This band came out and they were called Dream State, and immediately everybody was like, I mean, the Dayseeker song just came out. We see what you did, but whatever. It's just a band name. It's cool.
Like their legal band name is Dream State.
And like everyone kind of got over it. And then they decided, let's drop a song called Day Seeker. It's not Dayseeker like when we're like the band, but like clearly this is super obvious. So Rory retweets it and just says, LOL, what?
Oh my God.
And it's so glaringly obvious. I do not understand how they thought they could get away with it. And the chorus is, it's like, I'm a day seeker or something like, it's just like, stop. But I just thought it was funny that they, a group of people sat down and we're all like, yeah, we can use these keywords for day seeker because they're so big that it'll eventually get some people to us. And I guess in a sense it's working.
It'll be like that Blacktooth band. Do you remember when I showed you that? Or it's like Blacktooth or something. Yeah, Blacktooth. They have the same topography that Beartooth used.
Yeah. I remember what you're talking about now.
Like the same style of like instrumentals and everything as well. But they were like serious about it, bro. Like it's like their shtick. They were like, we want to look like Beartooth, and people love the music's good for sure. But like they did not try to hide it. I think that's an older logo or one of them.
Yeah, but I remember you showing me.
It's not Blacktooth. It's like something or.
I remember what you're talking about, but I can't remember the band name. But it's weird to see all this like kind of copycat coming out. This Dream State Dayseeker thing is the most hilarious. Like blatant and hilarious to me.
Hilarious.
But there was a band of girls that came out a year or two ago called Uzumaki, and they literally just straight up ripped that Loathe song. Do you remember that?
No.
They straight up stole a Loathe song, Is It Really You? And just within their
one of my favorite
vocals,
songs.
And they were in like an all-girl band, and they were called Uzumaki, and they got buried for that. Everyone was like, you can't do that.
It was like that one band that just ripped Coven by Thornhill, and everybody just shit on them, and they took it off all platforms.
Yep, they left, dude. You will not find them anywhere.
But yeah, I just thought it was funny that Dayseeker is getting a taste of their own medicine.
Oh, wait, I got that backwards. The band is not Uzumaki. The song was called Uzumaki. The band's called Soft Cult.
I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah, and it was a huge ordeal. Everybody was kind of like, it's blatant. It's the same song.
Yeah, I'm just in the Dream State Dayseeker stuff. I'm just glad Dayseeker is getting what they deserve for destroying our SEO.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think to bring that up. We've been Neon Graves. I started Neon Graves in 2016,
and we have
Chris
been
joined
that
in like 2017 or 2018. So we done been here.
Yeah, and we're not like a big band, but like if you're like underground in the metal scene, or if you're like on Twitter, or just you enjoy metalcore, you've probably heard from us. We've got one of our singles has like 500,000. Another one like we've got some.
We've at least come across your radar, even if you don't directly know us, probably. Yeah. And when
I remember waking up and seeing all these fucking notifications, like just blowing up, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh yay, our new single is blowing up right now.
Our time is here. Nope, it was all of our friends and fans telling us, hey,
commenting and just saying LOL, or tagging us on Dayseeker's post when Neon Graves came out. Yeah. And ever since then, we have not been the same. You can't find Neon Graves you can't find our band.
You have to put Neon Graves band
without, and even at that. Destroyed our SEO. So thank you, Dayseeker, for that. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, and they know of us for sure too, because we made a post about it when it happened, and we, it's all in good fun. We don't care. But we were like, they commented on like, LOL, love you guys, and so it's cool. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, fuck, y'all really kind of did us in with that one.
Yeah, destroyed us. Now, like future labels are gonna look at us and be like. They're going to look at us like we just talked about all these bands like, wow, they're just trying to be copycats.
No, we have receipts, we promise.
Oh, fuck. But, shit to fucking... So to sum up this episode, holy cow, so many good releases. We had the Too Close to Touch dealer releases. Those are probably my releases of the week.
Dealer by far, number one.
Dealer by far, Red Teeth. Album coming May 10th. Go check it out.
Too Close to Touch as well.
Yeah, Too Close to Touch, really good. Full-length album as well. Coming sooner than that. Album's coming in March, right?
Yep.
Yeah, March 8th, right? I think.
Like it's either 8th or 9th.
A little over a month from now. 8 tracks, so it's not like a long album, but it is a full album. We have Ocean's 8 Alaska. Go check out James. James. How do you say James in like James's?
James's.
Go check out James's fucking statement on Instagram. Grab a chair, grab a beer because it is very long. Era. Go check out Era's new music video too. It's fucking amazing. If Not For Me is back. Gravemind just dropped a single. If you're sweaty in the scene, you know who that is. We have our homie Sunspear that
they dropped Bad Vibe,
well. Really good as well. Another small band that's is just phenomenal. They have
they're real small, so get in front of it.
Check out that as well. That again, like we said, we're all about getting in front of smaller bands here. We do pride ourselves in that because we've been in the scene quite a while, and bands that we're like, hey man, they're gonna blow up, like blow the fuck up. And we got Wind Waker. Check them out. But one band that I really, really do not want to leave this podcast again without making sure people know how good this band is Avrilize.
Yep.
Holy fuck.
They were our featured band last week.
Yeah. Go check them out. Go check out Stab by Stab, and then they have a new song called Lotus that just dropped as well. Follow our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Everything's found under Core Values Podcast. I will post the upcoming Like Moss to Flames album, the album art, and the track list as well. Go get yourself some tickets to all these new tours that are coming up.
Yep.
Holy fuck, man.
Ridiculous.
What else, dude? There was so much shit that happened in the scene this week.
And I think with what Chris was saying about Avrilize, I just wanted to touch on that real quick before we get too far past it. That band has an incredibly bright future ahead of them, so I really, really recommend going and checking them out. And another band that I think as well, super underground, is that Mirror Cell band we talked about earlier.
Yeah, Mirror Cell's
they're really
good.
young, 3 singles, but I really think they have massive potential if they keep doing what they're doing. Super bright future ahead of them.
Yep. And then so yeah, with that, I would say that the thing I'm looking forward to most this year, we're gonna talk about albums of the year every single episode because I feel like it'll constantly change, but one that I'm super excited for is the new Like Moss to Flames album.
Yeah.
What would you say the new album of the year would be?
I already know this, and maybe it won't happen, but I'm 99% sure my albums of the year will be Alpha Wolf and Dealer.
Yeah.
Like Moss to Flames will probably be in my top 5 because they're one of my favorite bands ever, but Dealer and Alpha Wolf I know are going to fucking do it for me. Alpha Wolf,
it's going to be new metal, bro.
It's going to be new metal. There's a small chance that they don't, but I feel like they will because they always do it for me.
For sure. So yeah, and then Dealer, of course. Yeah,
that's probably going to be my number 1.
Stinky
because I'm toxic,
and so you already know they're going to drop a song like once every 3 weeks, man.
Yeah,
because Show Me the Body is not on that album track list.
Yeah, I needed to look at that track list because you're right. I didn't even think about that. That means we're probably going to get at least maybe only 1, but I would say 3 at total.
Well, I mean, you got 3 months. You know, you got what? Or no, you got
but the old formula used to be 2 singles and an album.
Yeah.
So if they're doing that, that would be surprising to me. I think that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad if they wrote the single game, but I'm stoked that we're getting an album in May. It's my birthday month. That's my birthday present as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. So yeah, and then like I said, Show Me the Body. I'm pretty sure it's not. It is not on the new album.
Did they announce the album name?
Yeah, it's like from something. I forget what it's called. Like
I should have came more prepared about this band that I'm hyping up so hard. But they're gonna kill it. So,
so the album
it's called
name,
New Order of Mind.
Yeah,
gotcha.
And it's got 10 tracks. Show Me the Body is not one of them. So
that's awesome.
And it's very Dealer-ish song titles as well. So yeah, no love, fuck everyone. God, dude.
No trust, no love, fuck everyone.
Oh, man.
Make me immortal, dude. I fucking need it, dude. I don't know. It's just fucking go. This podcast is over. Go listen to Dealer.
Go jam all these songs. Sorry, this one was a little bit longer than usual, or maybe it wasn't. We don't keep track here, but hit us up next week. And another thing, go follow our playlist on Spotify. We will be getting that up and geared before this. Next week comes on. So, and then if you have any recommendations, as always, follow us on Core Values Podcast. Let us know your thoughts. If you listen to Kanashi, just unfollow us. Yeah, just block us or something. Later. We'll see y'all next time.